So today we're going to go through our clan war record, going through some of the highlights, who people are, and where you can watch more on their videos.
Yes. Oh, where do we start? Well, technically we can say the first squad we have faced was Moddsquad. We're trying to get them to be our last clan to face, but they have been ducking recently. In fact, they actually literally refused in their chat. They were talking between each other, and we had friends in there who showed us that they were just like, nah, we're not going to do that again. Hopefully, by the time this is public, we're trying basically to go in as X-Clan alt accounts to face them. Our friends in X-Clan, which is basically a blast clan, they're trying to 20v20 them. And we're going to join on X-Clan, and that's the only way I guess we're going to get to play Moddsquad again in a clan war.
Is there much of them left?
Yeah, they're basically the 66, the less active version of 66, but on American servers.
Yeah. So for people who don't know, if you go on Germany servers, you're quite likely at any point, even now, still likely to see x66 PSNs. As you say, it's the same on American servers with seeing Moddsquad_ players, sometimes in groups, sometimes alone.
Yeah, Moddsquad. There's couple squads who are still kind of active in American servers, of course, because there's no presence for x66 there. That's why these squads are still enjoying themselves there. Otherwise, they would be retired, same as everyone else on Germany servers. There's like some Delta Squad guys, Brazilian. There's the Moddsquad. There's the Fight Club. Yeah, but sometimes we like to challenge ourselves and play on the lag against these Finn playing squad. We still, steamroll them. We have uploaded a couple videos about that. We have uploaded us playing against some HPV S tier players where they would play Finn and they still lose as well. They would pull on a stack and, we would face them and they would also lose. We've been trying to find some competition on the game, but unfortunately, if you're in the Swedish community on PlayStation, you know that the only competition we have been getting is ourselves. We would do scrims all the time. Anyway,
At least for GA, every time we face those HPV people, the response is always straight away 4v4.
Yeah, 4v4 us on God. 4v4 us on God. The funny thing is some of our GA mains, like Mikhail or Alpha, are on the top of the mountain when it comes to the HVV mains. They would basically go toe to toe with the no life HVV mains who cannot step a foot outside that game mode. Meanwhile, our guys who play anything, who can do well on any game mode, are there and representing us actually. So Moddsquad was the first clan we have faced. It was back in 2018 or early 2019.
19.
There is the 120th Legion, which was dissolved lately, I guess, in early 2020 because of many losses they got. There is the 20th Assault Corps, which was formed after that, who also got dissolved for the same reasons.
Being a Milsim? Are they both Milsims?
The 120th Legion was a Milsim, I think. And they would basically tell you, no, you can only use default weapons. 66, if you want to face us, you have to, play with one hand and you have to have the other hand, stuck somewhere, that's the Milsim rules. You have to be with your boyfriend, you have to be, the other hand has to be on your boyfriend if you want to play with us. That's Milsim rules. Anyway, 20th Assault Corps are basically that 120th Legion, but without the Milsim. They tried to get a rematch. They also lost. Now, at that time, we started actually telling ourselves, why don't we actually make a channel and upload, our 20v20s against these people? There was the pro Battlefront players. I think that wasn't in the list, but it was the first 20v20 video that we uploaded. You will see it in the playlist that we're gonna attach to the video.
It'll appear like top
Yeah, it's
right corner now. Yeah.
and it has a lot of, I think, like 4,000 views. We did very well in that video, and that's where our name was, spreading. Oh, these guys have the same clan tag. They're running through, sweat teams like this. So who are these guys? There are other Milsims like the 501st, which was friends of us, and they were highly successful for a Milsim. In skill wise, of course, they were no match. There was the 141st, which we played on Supremacy, I think, and we beat. There is the GAR, the Grand Army for the Republic, which we had a couple 20v20s, which one of them was with no heroes. There is a video for that as well. You will check it. You can check it anytime you want. There is, of course,
on the list we have, GAR is written the GAE.
yeah, the gay,
The
because
GAE.
because they took themselves very seriously. I will get to that, of course, because coming from the GR was Shadow Legion, led by our friend Rami. Basically, back then he was this mafia guy who thought very highly of himself. I'll get to that in a minute, but before the Shadow Legion, there was the alliance of 3 Blast clans: X Clan, Outlaws, and the New Order, where we faced them on Supremacy, unfortunately, because GA had Heroes Unleashed at that time, and they didn't want to do it. So they invited some Supremacy clans, and they filled up with their aerial players. It was like max level aerials, and back then it was the update where, it was recently updated, where it was very hard for someone to get a max aerial in a month or something. It was the max cap was 70 for aerials, I think, or 40. So we went in the game with like level 100 aerial, and we're like, huh, what are the max level aerials doing? We still managed to beat them. There is a video for that as well. We, of course, we went on to have a good relation with Xlan, and we would help him actually against other Blast clans like the New Order.
Sorry, the 3-clan alliance was the first controversial one as well, because Supremacy was a win hands down, but they also wanted to play other modes. Like they wanted to play the HUN mode of Strike.
Yeah, they wanted to play us on Blast, where basically the 3 Blast clans, they had to pick the best 8 players of these 3 clans to face us GA mains on a game mode we never played before.
We had no experience there whatsoever, so okay, they won that one, but we also took them to HBV. We said 4v4 us on guard, 4v4 us, and that was a walkover as well for us. So overall,
yeah, we did
win.
win, but it wasn't Blast actually; it was Strike. Strike is more about knowing the game mode. It's not about just landing your shots and killing people, So they had more advantage on Strike. That's why it was just a steamroll for them, where they destroyed us in Strike. But yeah, we won in total.
And some of them have selective memory with that. They forget about the Supremacy in HUV and say, well, we beat them on Strike, so I'm going to call that a win.
Yeah, they actually would. One of their guys, they uploaded a video saying, "Oh, beating X66 on their servers." That video was basically 2 X66 guys and 6 Shadow Legion or something. Like they just asked us for help. Liam joined on Shadow Legion and ended up with like 40 eliminations and like 2 deaths. And meanwhile, Shadow Legion members like Rami and the others were just getting farmed. It's whatever. We got to 20v20 the New Order again later on with no heroes and no vehicles. So because they are a Blast clan, they asked for these roles, and they got farmed, and it was on their servers. There's a video for that as well. There's Crimson Dawn, which was basically the Xbox X66. they lost on HVV, and they didn't show up to GA. I think they forfeited GA. They were just like, "Oh, you guys got the win. We don't like." After they lost on HVV, they just didn't want to do the GA. There's the HUNs. The HUNs, the Hungarians, were a group who decided to join X66 after that 20v20, and it was a sad 20v20 because I think at some point we just texted them, please just take Finn and Finn glitch. You know, we brought our best. We need a challenge. Just take Finn glitch, and we were telling our boys to not pick heroes.
So then the Huns, there's the video, one will link, where it was their full stack. They were weird because we kept popping up against them in servers, not knowing who they were.
Yeah, and not every one of them had
maybe three of our players, until eventually they joined. And then, you know the rest. We talked about it before. We'll link those other videos. They're now FSA.
Yeah, they're now FSA. Not all of them. Control is still here. The only good player of them.
Some of them decided the grass isn't greener on the other side.
Yeah, and they challenged the 20v20 after that, and Lati ended up getting like 40 eliminations in 1 minute with his bomber against them. There's a video for that as well in that 20v20. There was a clan called the IBB. We ran into them and we faced their stack. We beat them, but they never showed up again. I guess
they weren't particularly high level. We don't really know who they were, but they were organized.
But they were
maybe not Battlefront sweats. Maybe they could even be the game. We don't know.
I think it was when the game was free. When the game was free, we ran into like 8-9 of them. They were surprised, like, who the fuck are these X66 guys as well? They were doing well. I guess they're Battlefield or Call of Duty players. There is the FF. We faced them as well in a 10 against 20. There was a video of that. I don't know if it's included in that playlist. I was friends with the FF guys. I was on their party, and they were like, they kicked me out of their chat after that match. It was like they had their clan tags. There was like 15 of them on Alpo with the clan tag, and there's like 9 to 8 of us with X66 on Alpo, and we still won. There's another 20v20 against Shadow Legion and some Delta Squad players and some toxic sweats like DP and others.
That's when they pulled up to stream snipe on their birthday.
Yeah, they had their birthday. The Shadow Legion had its birthday, and I was just streaming, and we ran into each other, and we made the birthday. We made it worth watching. Actually, each side invited their stack. We ended up on 20 guys on each side, and we won every single round. And that was that as well.
Those were long games.
Yeah, it was very long because back then everyone was like, okay with playing Finn. Like, not even like no one cared about playing Finn. And they would actually recharge the Finn as well. So it's even worse than Finn glitch because even the Finn would have infinite damage reduction as well. And we still managed to catch catch that Finn so many times. We killed the Finn so many times, and we won. We won both rounds on Naboo. There's another Supremacy clan wars. We at some point we just stopped uploading Supremacy 20v20s because it's just boring. But we will include some of them. There's like 5-6 clan wars on Supremacy against different clans. Some of them are rematches against other clans. There is Redgrave Legion. There's the Isabel Pirates. There's the Crimson Dawn Supremacy. We will include that in the playlist. There's the FSA, as I mentioned. They invited some European sweats. That was the last time we ever saw, stacked European players. And after that, we never faced any competition on Europe. That was the end of it. After that, we would only see sweaty lobbies where both x86 are on, where both sides have x86.
Which is why we declared in my video we've defeated every clan, because we pretty much defeated all the competition for
Yeah,
Germany
that was
server.
that 20v20. Yeah, exactly. So some of the sweats like Monkey were like, no, fuck that. They knew what was coming. He was like, yeah, I'm coming. I'm just eating, and they ended up not joining on
having
Outlaw.
his dinner, his pudding or whatever.
Yeah, he was having his, but no, that was Munzi. Munzi, he loves his pudding here.
Fonzie has pudding. On my
He
monkey
loves
has
a lot of
dinner.
squishy stuff. I know for a fact.
I'm having my
Last
grapes
time,
now.
huh?
I'm having grapes now.
I don't know what he has, but I sure he dips it in cum. Um,
Wow.
yeah, he does. Trust me. There's the X66. We faced each other in a 20v20 a couple times.
Oh, the
Oh,
Germany versus us.
yeah, the Germans X66 versus us. We had another X66 20v20 last month.
For the
Also,
birthday.
the birthday deployment. There was the Battlefront Legions. Oh man, Battlefront Legions. I don't know how to say it. We didn't just cancel heroes. Like they were playing Fen, and they were still losing. And their clan leader called me mid the game, and he was like, "Why are you guys cheating? Why do you have 6 aerials?" We had 6 or 5 aerials because we were not playing anything else. Like I was telling them, don't pick heroes, just try to make it a challenge. And then when he complained about that, you guys are cheating, I'm gonna report you to EA or something. Like, who gives a shit? You're not gonna do shit. I told the guys, you know what, guys, just play normal troopers. Nothing, not even reinforcement, and we were just speed running through them. That's another video.
That was the one where we did the photo shoot on Supremacy in the middle
Yep,
of the war.
yep,
And we still
yep.
won.
Yeah, basically, we got to
Uh,
the ship. We played GA and then we played Supremacy. On Supremacy, we got to the ship, and I swear we had like 12 minutes or something because all 20 of us got in the ship. All 20 of us got in the ship. We were just walking casually to deploy to get more time on the ship. There's Echoes of the Empire, which is was one of the Shards event. Maybe was the first one. We decided to play with no heroes, of course.
yeah, but we faced them separately as well. I wanna say,
Yeah,
because like this is the list of the competitive games, whereas like the shards were like non-competitive. We made the boots on the ground thing. That's a whole nother list. Like we've done
yeah,
all these 20v20s, but we made a lot of our own 40
yep.
man private matches, which is a whole separate thing. But yeah, did we face Echoes of the Empire like competitively outside of shards?
I can't remember. But I don't think they wanted
Hmm.
to smoke anyway. Beside that event, they were like, "Oh, it's not fair if you play heroes." So, no, it's not fair for us. So we played without heroes, and they still didn't prove any challenge. There is the Redgrave Legion, which now is in the scrim chat with us. Some of them. So basically, we faced them in a 20v20 on GA. Was it 20v20? I think it was like 10 of us on Death Star, and we finished that map. We speedrun that map against the 20-man stack. And I remember Deadly, he was telling me, like, some of these guys still have a problem with you guys because they deleted the game after that GA clan war. They just,
Wow.
yeah. Well, sometimes you take it with a pinch of salt, but it should never reach the point where you say, "Oh, I was having suicidal thoughts after that." That's what the chat was.
Unless you're what DP or JDog, then maybe.
Yeah. Well, DP at some point said if he loses to X66, he's gonna book for a flight to Turkey, which he did many times. When he was with the Shadow Legion or when he was with the Horsemen, which I will come to.
So you can't wait to see him.
Yeah, of course. I will give him free dental checkup as well
You can come when MB's there too.
with my PP. Yeah, of course I will. Huh?
I said when MB's there, and then suddenly you're talking about your PP.
No, I was talking about giving BP a dental checkup with my PP. You know, you can add the rock sus face now. Anyway,
Yeah.
there's New Order we talked about. Finally, last but not least, the last two 20v20s that mattered was the Delta Squad, where we had a 20v20 against them in 2019 when we first started playing, and these guys are Americans, so of course, you had to give it to them because these guys went toe to toe with SEAL Team, with Prime SEAL Team. So for them back in 2019, it was very easy for them to speedrun through some basically above average GA players. They destroyed us in 2019. That was our only loss.
The first and only loss, and the first time that Mikhail said, "I need to reconsider my position in the clan, and I think I'm going to leave for a couple of months." He lost that badly.
Yeah, Mikhail tends to do that when he's playing with us, but when he plays with this is something I want to mention. I played with the HVV guys he plays with, and when they do something stupid or when he does something stupid, he just laughs it out. But when it's the clan, when it's something about the clan, oh no, guys, I can't. I'm done.
He loves us so much. Anyway, big shout out to Mikhail. Like a lot of these videos that we're linking, he worked on. He's the king of the clan war montage. So
yeah. So some of these clips are basically fully edited by Mikhail. He has been through it all, and I'm not exaggerating when I've been friends with Mikhail before I met you also for a long time. I think for a year or something. Yeah, he's my first and the only friend that I had, from the beginning till now. I had others at the beginning, but some of them just left, some of them just disappeared.
Some of them got lives.
Some of them got lives. Yes, true. I don't think they did. They did get lives because they're just playing at other games.
Okay.
Yeah.
No lighting elsewhere.
Yeah.
We'll get them back someday. See where
Yeah,
they are
we'll
now.
get them back. The Delta Squad rematch happened, and we basically won 6 rounds out of 6 rounds. Was it or something? We basically won every single round, and we basically told them to play Finn. After they played Finn on the first round, the next time they played Lysa, they're like, you know what? Just take Finn. It's fine. And we first faced them every single map, and they deleted their clan and they later deleted Discord, and oh man, it was sweet revenge because they never, I was telling them keep my clan's name out your fucking mouth, but they wouldn't. We showed them.
But it was an important game for you because you'd already got some revenge on them with the help of other sweats. The whole 66 Horsemen thing.
Yeah.
And they never counted that. You said, "Oh, you never beat us on your own." So you said, "Okay, fine, I'll do it myself."
Oh fuck yeah! I totally forgot that 20v20. Yeah, so basically before we faced Delta Squad on our own, there was another 20v20 before that where we basically played with Horsemen against Delta Squad, and we beat them there as well. But with Delta Squad, we'd still say, "Oh, X66 would never beat us on their own." So in one of very few 20v20s, we had 20 guys with X66 in their PSN, show up and first face them every single map. It was the sweetest revenge. And after that, everyone ducked us. No one wanted to face us, even Horsemen later on. We didn't face Horsemen as X86. X Clan was supposed to face Horsemen because Horsemen didn't want to retire from the game with a big L. So they challenged X Clan, who are basically, as I mentioned, are blast players. And the rat, the guy who dips the dumpling in the cum, which was in his name, the Munzi, he told Horseman that we were showing up. Some of us were showing up on X Clan out. So it was basically like 8 of us European players on low level accounts with no cards, and some blast players against what became a combination of SEAL team, Delta Squad, Horsemen, some fucking New Order. They basically chose the best players they could get, just because they were like, "Oh, X66 is gonna show up." It wasn't like it was like half of our team was X66, and the other half was basically blast mains. We still beat them on their own servers. European players, we beat them on their own servers, Virginia servers, and that's another video. We tried to face them again, but Fancy Sun basically said it, and I think I have the screenshot. Like, he was in Rami's stream, and he's like, "You can have Battlefront, Jarmen. We're done. We're playing Apex Legends and some other shit, like some cringe games." They knew what was gonna happen, so they just wanted to beat X Clan and leave. They didn't win. They called it a draw, but it was basically a loss, as you will watch in the video. And they never showed their face again. And that was it. Beside that, we just do scrims with each other.
Which is why you now encourage anyone to come face you on the Fortnite May 4th event.
Yes, of course. I love that May the 4th event. It's hey, at least we get something on May the 4th, right? EA, you know? That's the second Heroes Unleashed event that was supposed to happen. That they just didn't want to flip the switch, whatever you call it. You know?
Happy 1 year until it works again, because New Year's not going to work.
Yeah, because it's very hard work. I think they did not forget about it. They intentionally just didn't want to do it, to shove it in our face.
Well, that's the thing. It's like, we asked them about it the first time it got overridden, and they're like, "Oh, sorry, no, it's New Year's, we can't do anything." Then it was for May the 4th that we asked again, and Ben said, "Oh, I'm going into the office to fix it myself." Okay, the community manager is going to try and fix the servers. Okay, we'll see how that goes. Funnily enough, the community manager, the social media manager, couldn't manage to fix the servers. Yeah. You have a great relationship with Ben Walk, don't you?
Yeah, I do.
You still need to record the clash back and forth about hiring modders.
Yeah.